donate washing machines and dryers. Right here is where they had the horses, where they wash the horses. Well, we'll build a washroom right here, hot and cold water right there, running water. These 3 buildings over here, one of them, they already stripped, so I would take one of those buildings over there and make it out of a kitchen where they can eat, and right there also. And then here, this would be mental health and all kinds of other little office in there where people can go and seek help. Some part down there to see if they got jobs, you know. And
how long do you think it would take to get this into shape so that it could?
I think if I actually got the go and everything, I can probably do 3 or 4 buildings in a month. Okay. And then after that, and that would be talking about 200 people off the street right there in a month or 2. And plus all these right here have these end buildings already open. Okay, now those 3 over there, you saw the 3 over there, right?
Yeah.
Let's count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay.
Those other 3 is 21, but those other 2 are these. Now this right here, the fenced area here, down in here is where I would have the kids, where the kids would live. Down here with the fenced area.
What would be the age range?
People's with dogs. I mean, any age as long as it's a family. Okay? And people's with dogs, because, you know, some of those dogs are like people's kids, so you can't give them a place and then tell them they got to get rid of their dogs. But you just can't. That wouldn't be proper. And right in here would be the same thing. So these 3 buildings here would be for families.
And where's the money going to come from?
Right here. Oh,
the money to do all this. Where's it going to come?
The work from what we would hope we can do is, let's just say if Bank of America took this building, Bank of America will do this whole building already. It's already got a sprinkler system in it. So all they do is block them off all the rooms, block them off to rooms, and put doors in the front along here. See, that's a room there. Well, you're gonna have, what time is it? Yeah, you're supposed to have somebody over here to open up one of us so we can look in it. And
so if you think you could get 4 of these open in a month,
in about a month or 2,
then you could get the whole thing open in 4 months, 4 or 5 months. Huh?
Probably 6 months at the most. But if it depends on how, you know, where your volunteers gonna come in, how much money is gonna be appropriated, so I can put the workers, the carpenters, and all that stuff in here right quick, fixing up some rooms, and just go from room to room and have cement people, so I can clean them out with the right amount of help and stuff. We can clean one of these out, Roger. This whole thing here, we can clean this whole thing out. That's what it looked like, but we can clean this whole thing out, I bet you, in a day. This whole thing out in a couple of 2 or 3 days, and then level your cement off. You see, you're supposed to have somebody over there.
Yeah, and as a point of reference, there's the track, the racetrack, right in front of us.
Let's see, we have a big, huge fence all the way down. You'll never see that. You'll never see it, you'll never get to it. You go down here and see the guys down here. They're supposed to be over here opening up a building or 2.
And what about the ongoing cost of keeping it up?
Well, that is because you got all those federal grants and things. You got people living in here. Some of them will be on Social Security. And so you'll have a room down here, an area for the ones that's on Social Security that can't afford no more than $200 a month or something like that. Hello. All right, what's up? Let me get back at you. I'm busy right now. Okay, I'll call you back. Okay, all right.
Well,
So,
you were on the city council.
16 and a half years.
Yeah, you know what government bureaucracy is like. I mean,
yes.
how long? For putting aside how long it would take to actually get these into the shape that they need to be in.
Well,
what
it
about
depends if you sit down with 4 or 5 of the people that make decisions. To sit down, you know, there's a lot of wavering got to be given, and a lot of working together. The hell with that other stuff. There's ways you can always sit down and do a few things. Okay. Hey, how you doing? I'm Ralph White. Roger was supposed to have a couple of buildings open for me down here at the end, so that I can go in a couple of them.
You know, you'd have to. Let me go ahead and give Tim a call.
Okay, we asked him to meet me down here at the end.
You know where we're at exactly?
All the way down. Say, what is it? A, B, or C? The building. Tell me meet me down by A or B.
Which building exactly?
The racehorse.
Oh, okay.
Horses. Okay.
Okay.
Tell him he's supposed to have a couple of buildings open for me. Roger.
Okay.
I mean, Kelly. Thank you.
What about like liability if something bad happened at one of these, a fire and people were hurt? Or
Well, you have insurance, and by you having the fire, don't forget they got sprinklers in the ceiling. All right, and the way you're going to put a 5/8 sheetrock all the way through it, so you're going to be almost close to being fireproof unless somebody just burn their room, but they won't burn no wood because there won't be no wood for them to burn. And they can't burn sheetrock, and they're just room. And you have your weekly inspections. Depends on how people would be able to put people to work. It depends on what. I mean, it's not something that can't be done, but then you got to have liability. We'll have liability insurance because you got the people. Then you got to have a waiver because they don't have any up under the bridge, you know. And but then that way we have to get the government to underwrite, you know, some of the liability insurance if necessary.
have, other than the San Joaquin County Fair Board, have you spoken to any other government entities about this?
I just came up with this idea, and I thought coming here, they was going to tear these buildings down, and we don't have any more racehorses. So why tear them down and have all those people slipping down up in the bridges when we can use these things for a place to stay? I'm sure those sleeping down there would love to live in a place like this, you understand? Even with just the opening part, like where the horse live, you put some cement on the ground and that. But see, we want to make it look like one of these rooms right here at the end. I mean, real nice. They're nice looking once you get in and look at it. But have it really manicured, you know, you're going to really keep everything like a regular house and everything in a regular neighborhood. But you have to really have everybody in the block to work and clean in the front of your house every day. You know, you come through here and find somebody not doing something right, you got to have them come up and counsel with them a little bit, because they might have a short problem upstairs. So